Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Khalid Prez. You are watching Khushbu Watan Live with Khalid Prez Chaudhry. Our honorable guest with us, Adnan Rafique. The gentleman is the MSP candidate from Scottish Common Party. It's very great news when the young people come in the politics. And today we talk with a guy about politics, how, why he came in the politics, and different kind. But this is the example for new generation. New generation should come take part in the politics. Hello, good evening, and Assalamu alaikum. Mr. Adnan, how are you?
Welcome, Salam. It's a pleasure to be here, Mr. Pervez, and it's a pleasure to be here talking to you right now.
How do you came in the politics?
So,
because that thing is noticed. Lot of our community, young generation, not interested in the politics, and that's the like yourself. You came and Scottish Common Party and as a candidate of MSP, the great news. And I'm just gonna how inspired you come in this politics?
so as the youth, I feel like we should be stepping up more, because it's not obviously at some point everyone's gonna go. No one's gonna stay here forever. So it's up to the youth to stand up and fight what we want for this country and what we see in the future. So if we're not getting what we want, then how are we gonna be happy later in life?
Like there is already, as you know, Scottish Labour, Mr. Unserver is a very established, political party. SNP is very established party. Other parties are, and like your party, starting right now. And what is different? What do you feel? Your party doing something different than these parties?
So what I feel is different for our party is that the other parties only come to you when they need something, and we're here for you when you need something. So 3 times a week we'll be in the HQ office listening to people and their problems, and that's what also goes in our manifesto and our policies. It's not what we want and what we want to achieve, it's what you want and what you want in your life and what you feel you need in your life.
What do you think, what kind of big 3 issues in right now, like if talking about in Scotland, our community issues, main issues like say health, education, which is in your think 3 main issues?
So,
and how your party is vision to resolve these issues?
So obviously there's a lot of issues. It's hard to come down to 3, and obviously I can't put them into.
But the main issues like
order.
NHS or education or whatever main 3 issues.
It would be poverty, because obviously these people are in the streets. These people struggling to survive. They're fighting for food. They're fighting for homes. I was out with my friends one time, and some guy came up to me and said, "Can you call the police?" And I was like, "Why would you want me to call the police?" He was like, "So they can arrest me, so I can have a place to stay tonight." If that's how bad it's become, then how much worse is it going to become in the future? Then it comes down to housing as well. I've been into houses to talk to many people, and I've seen 12 people living in one house, in a 2-bedroom house. So they're all scruffed together, struggling to even move about. The housing in Scotland is not the best. We can make that a lot better, of course. And then it also comes to mental health. Mental health is a very big issue. Obviously depression, anxiety. Most people, they'll see it and not abolish it. They won't realise it's there. They'll be like, "Oh, it's nothing, you get on with life, it's nothing to worry about." But depression is a serious thing among our youth. You can see the most happiest person go home and he's in his room,
That's it.
doesn't know what to do in life. So,
cost of living is a crisis day by day increasing.
Yes.
And are you satisfied about local government, Scottish government is doing good for these crises to resolve?
So there was a recent talk with the Reform Party, Nigel Farage, but obviously he was talking about bringing the minimum wage down. So if our taxes or whatever we are going to pay for is rising and our minimum wage is coming down, how is that going to work for us? If we're not making enough money, how are we going to all pay for our groceries, pay for our bills, our rent, our mortgage? So it just doesn't work.
Many Scottish community, like if you want to say rural area and city area, they're thinking there's a government spending more money in cities
Yes.
rather than rural areas. What do you think is be okay? You think the people are making a complaint? We small villages they are struggling. They don't have NHS services, other things, and the government should spend some money there. What do you think?
Yes, of course. Like obviously, main cities is our tourist attractions, but you got to also understand we have Scottish people living in small villages as well. They're also our people, so we can't just help one side of our community and forget the other side. We need to help everyone, and that's our goal: is to help everyone, because we're the common people, and that's what makes Scotland Scotland. We're all unified.
Especially young generation,
Yes.
they are struggling to find out jobs.
Yes.
And do you think this government is doing something for job opportunities? And what your Scottish Common Party's vision about this?
So getting a job once you finish studies is the hardest thing ever. I'm 20 years old and I've just finished my studies. So I left high school, I left college, and I got my degree. I couldn't find any jobs. They were like, you need experience, you need this. And I kept telling them, I was like, how am I meant to get experience if you're not bringing me on board? Like, I can't get experience just for myself. So that's a huge problem, because people are leaving with lawyer degrees, doctorate degrees, engineering, but they're not getting jobs because they don't have the experience. So for us as a party, we're going to obviously look into putting people who have studied all their life, people who are looking for jobs, into academic programs or apprenticeships, and so that they could obviously get the experience, get the jobs they need, so that we're helping our people and everyone else build their own future.
How can Scotland balance sustainable economic growth in Scotland? What this is tricky. Some question like we're struggling these things. How your party, Scottish Common Party, how what's your vision about that?
With economic growth, it would be obviously our growth, like our birth rate is not that high in Scotland. So most of our control of migration, that's how we're getting our population, is migration. So obviously we have immigrants from India, Pakistan, Africa. That's how we're getting our population. So if we're trying to get rid of our immigration population, Scotland has nothing. Scotland is built on immigration. That's how we succeed, and that's how we thrive as a country.
You know, small businesses are struggling.
Yes.
Corner shops, other small shops, they're going to become bigger supermarkets.
Yes.
Came in the market, and next 10 years, maybe 15 years, 20 years, no high street. The high streets was especially talking about villages.
Yes.
With small shops going to be closed slowly, because bigger shops, they are more popular. People usually like to go there. They get everything in the one roof. How do you think about your party, Scottish Common Party, to rebuild small businesses, people, to support them? What do you think small businesses need specifically your attention, government attention, they should do something. What do you think?
So obviously it's promoting the businesses. It's also keeping up to date because obviously our generation is just getting more and more advanced, obviously with AI and everything else. So we're going to go to what we find easier. Like all the children, if you could get anything from a supermarket, they'll go to a supermarket. But if corner shops, little shops like these also adapt to how we're living and how we're thriving as a country, they'll also succeed. So obviously, like where I live, there's one corner shop, and I would rather walk to my corner shop than walk all the way to Asda. So location is main. Obviously, what you're selling is main. So obviously, we'll help support any business that needs help because obviously it's in our community. We'll help who we can, but businesses also need to put their effort in also adapting to the lifestyle.
Are you satisfied about Scottish government's performance? Are you happy?
In what way?
Like all over, if you think about Scottish government is doing lot of things,
Okay.
are you happy their performance?
No, not at all.
Why?
So just a couple of days ago in the parliament, they were debating about someone using the parliament toilet. Like toilets, like, what was there to debate about that? There's wars happening, there's people going through starvation, housing issues. There's a lot more they should be debating about than toilets. Like, they're not understanding the key points. They're debating on whatever just comes up. They're not tackling key issues. They're not tackling what the people want. They're tackling to what is just in front of them. So as a party and as people, we need to attack what is wrong and what needs to be done.
How would the Scottish Common Party strengthen trust between people and parties, political parties? The people of Scotland, they really very upset from politicians. They don't like them.
Yes.
Why?
So they don't like politicians because of politicians just come to your door, they're like, give me a vote, and then they'll be gone. You'll never see them again. You'll hear from newsletters, you'll hear from emails, text messages. That's the only way you'll hear them. So you give them your trust and then they go away. That's it. For us, we're going door to door, we're going into communities, we're going into town centres, we're talking to people, we're understanding what they need and what we need done for them. We're hosting meetings constantly at our office. We're getting random people involved so they could tell us, oh yeah, this is what I'm going through and this is what I want done at the party. Then we take it down and we put it into our manifesto, our policies, like what are we going to do to help these people? Because if one person is going through it, a lot more people are going to go through the same issue. So how can we help everyone?
How should Scotland address the growing mental health challenges, especially young people? Do you know, if you see just in our community,
Yes.
lot of cases for divorces.
Yes.
The main reason because mental health,
Yes.
and sometimes mothers fighting their children, husbands in front of children.
Yes.
Bad impact in front of children when the husband and wife.
Yes.
Like when the wife is shouting to her husband,
Yes.
her husband is shouting to her wife in front of children.
Yes.
The bad impact on
Yeah,
the children,
it has a very bad
mental
impact.
health, or I don't know why many divorces, because young generation specifically struggling lot of issues, mental
Yeah.
health. What do you think?
So for the mental health, what we're trying to do for kids is put them into active programs like football, rugby, tennis, swimming, something that will help get their mind off it and put them in a peaceful place so that they remain active all the time. So obviously it helps them, it helps their mental health, it helps their fitness, and also gets them out that bad hostile environment in the house. So obviously divorces is not a political matter, but just in general, I believe that if you're having an argument with your wife, your husband, if your wife is shouting at you, then I don't think it's a good idea for the husband to shout back, because then you're putting that on the child. You're not going for anything. You're fighting back and forth. The main issue is going on to the child. The child is seeing you fight. The child is like, oh, mom is mad at dad, dad is mad at mom. Like, how's this going to end?
That's it, yeah.
So if the wife is mad, the husband shouldn't. And if the husband is mad, the wife shouldn't. One should be water and one should be fire.
What is your party stance about immigrations and many issues immigrations, like last time I saw the point of view of John Sweeney saying something we definitely help to in health sector,
Yes.
and like central government this make many things on immigrations. What do you think about?
So immigration for us is, well, as for Scotland, it's a huge part of our history, because obviously we've had immigration for hundreds and hundreds of years. Immigration has created our country, created our cities, and people will say like, oh, they're taking our jobs, they're taking this, but these people are qualified. These people are like, doctors are coming from other countries, coming and helping our people. Engineers are coming to build our cities. All these, like, these immigrants are helping us. So immigration for us is a big thing. It helps us thrive, and it helps like our patients feel better with doctors. Obviously, for like, they'll say like, obviously they're taking our job and stuff, but if we fill that void, if we also study, like we become doctors, we become engineers, then we won't need people to come from other countries to help us do this. So if we thrive like that, and we are also putting our effort to become what we need, then we won't need immigration.
Especially realize some things, NHS. If
Yes.
you course for an appointment
Yes.
and 3 days, 4 days, and if you see the hospital, there's a appointment long,
Yes.
1 year time, or like 2 years time.
Yes.
People are struggling NHS. If you see, will see 20 years back
Yes.
was NHS very good.
Yeah.
The services are very good. Now in these days, people are struggling. Even people are going to go in private sector for their
Yeah.
health issues.
Yeah.
How do you your party will
So
weigh about NHS?
So
And
we
are-
hope
yeah.
we hope to make the NHS a lot faster and better in terms of getting appointment quicker, getting seen quicker, by bringing in more qualified doctors, because obviously NHS they lack staff, they lack the help they need. So for us as a party, we need to also help the NHS. We need to get rid of like, whatever's wrong in the NHS. Like right now, look at how much the NHS are paying for paracetamol. In distribution, they're paying almost £5 for paracetamol, and you could go into Asda and buy it for 80 pence.
Yeah.
So if the NHS are getting it for £5 and we're getting it for 80 pence, how much money is the NHS actually losing because of distribution? So we need to get to the centerfold and find out what's actually wrong in the NHS, so we can fix that problem and give more money to the NHS, so we could help our patients, help whoever's needed.
Especially like we're talking about young generation education.
Yes.
Like if you see the UK,
Yes.
England, they charge.
Yes.
And I'm happy in Scotland, prescription is free.
Yes.
Secondly, other things, if you can see, education is free as well.
Yes.
And do you not happy about the Scottish government, these few steps?
Yes. So for us, having free healthcare, having free education is a privilege. It's like the biggest privilege
But
we have.
is only in Scotland?
Yeah, only in Scotland. In America they'll pay, in England they'll pay. So it's a big privilege to have it. But Nigel Farage wants to privatise the NHS. He wants to make it so that we have to pay for healthcare. We have to pay for education. Why would we want that if we're getting it for free? Like if we have the opportunity to have it for free, but we don't need to worry about, or if I'm sick, do I have the money to feel better? Like we have all this just handed to us. So why would we want to give it away?
What do you see as the role of community organizations and local councils in shaping Scotland in future?
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
Like role of local organizations
Yeah.
to our school and future.
Okay.
How can they make a rule for improvement for Scotland future? And council, like organizations and councils and other these.
So the councils, first thing they could probably do is fix the roads. Like every time I'm driving, I'm going left and right trying to avoid these potholes. Like if you're paying so much road tax, like you got expensive cars, you got even any car you like, and you're paying almost £200 for road tax, you at least want the roads to be good so you could drive your nice cars. And then there's also like the pavement issues, there's the disability people. I seen a disabled woman who was on a wheelchair and she couldn't even get down the pavement because there was no ramp or something. Like we can't just think about ourselves, we need to think about the people who need it, the disabled people, the children, like the working class man, whoever's, like if you're putting money towards something, you obviously want it to be structured.
What is your vision for Scotland in next 10 years? What are you seeing in Scotland? What's the development? What are you saying?
In the next 10 years, I see...
Like as you're young, you are coming in the politics.
Yes.
And either your first time you are a candidate
time.
of like MSP.
Yeah, the first time I've ever
First
been into
time.
politics, yes. So in the next 10 years, I see Scotland a lot better. I see people who are struggling, like, even though we can't help everyone, like, we'll try our best to help everyone, but, like, there'll be some people that want something else and someone wants something else, so it'll clash. But our main goal is to have the homeless people in a home, people who are hungry have food. We don't want people who are wondering, oh, am I going to have enough money for my next meal? We want children to be in school, thriving in school, having a good education. We want, obviously, workers to work, like, to do their jobs, to support their families, support their houses, and, like, obviously, we just want Scotland to be Scotland. We want everyone to unify together, work together, so that we could achieve this together.
As embrace something like specifically our community, our people, Asian people, talking about Asian people,
Yes.
the children and parents, they are not interested in local politics.
Yes.
Our community, like we see other communities, they having a Pakistani politics.
Yes.
Muslim League, Nawaz, PTI, People's Party, different.
Yes.
But they are not interested in local politics.
Yes.
Even I will give you example in Edinburgh, there's no even one councillor. We don't have any councillor in Edinburgh Council.
Okay.
And like should be one of community one councillor, so he can explain, he can represent us. But unfortunately, look, the reason for that, because our people, parents and children, parents are no encourage their children to go in politics.
Yes.
They will encourage you to go become a doctor, to go become a pharmacist, but they no encouraging them to go in politics.
Yes.
It is good you are coming in the politics. What do you want to give some message to the new generation?
So for the new generation, I'd say you need to come into politics. Not even for the fact that, yes, politics. It's the fact that it's your future. It's your children's future. So if you're not going to help your future, at least help your children and whatever you want done. So yeah, I'd say come into politics. It's the best way to make a change.
Specifically, like we can see that our community in the school, our children are struggling in the school. Like in the school, people are like small children, when they come to school, they always bully from other children, and they're scared to go in the school. And why these things have been happening, and why the government is not should have proper action?
So we put it down to educational error, because obviously kids should go to school to feel safe. That is their that is their bonding time with the world and their classmates and getting the education they need. So if they're not feeling safe in school, we need to start indulging in our teachers, telling them, yeah, you need to look out for the children, make sure like there's no bullying going on, everyone's feeling included. Like there's no reason for a child to feel unsafe at school. So it would be an educational system that we need to work on. Make sure that there's more teachers, more support staff in the playgrounds, so that even if there was an occurrence, a teacher would be there to solve it and make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Like as you're talking about young generation, the politics, what is the main benefit to come to politics?
The main benefit of politics.
Like you came in the politics.
Yes.
What do you think? What is the benefit? Like you're encouraging people to come in the politics. What's the reason? What's the benefit?
I'd say the benefits of coming into politics is that you're making a change to the world. You're making a change to your home, the home of your parents, and that obviously like it's for yourself. Like if what I'm doing today, it's going to help me tomorrow. It's going to help me in the future. So like obviously if I'm working for the youth, so this will be for my children, my children's children, so that I won't need to worry, oh, is my child getting a good information, education? Is my child getting good healthcare, good mental health care? Like I don't want my child to struggle in the future. I want my child to grow up and be like, you know what, this is our home. This is somewhere we can feel safe, like where everything is just as it should be.
Mr. Adnan Rafique, really I'm impressed. In your age, I think the very less people come in this age, come in the politics, and you have a very good knowledge.
Yes.
And specifically Scotland, you are the youngest person
Yes.
or a candidate, and very happy for that. And I say you something. Our young generation,
Yes.
when you see, they like some of people, children,
Yes.
when you go school kids, when you go in the shop,
Yes.
and they're always making a trouble, specifically our Asian shops.
Yes.
And in our Asian community, their parents are very well organized.
Yes.
They always give them good education
Yes.
and let them know how to speak with the elders.
Yes.
And how manage the system.
Yes.
Here is totally different.
Yes.
Do you think our children, when go in the school and all, they are normal people, are different, are the same?
Yes. So obviously we need to implement that children should respect their elders, respect people who are older than them, because obviously like it comes down to respect at the end of the day. And children going into shops causing havoc and all that stuff, it comes down to children wanting to act cool, wanting to fit in. So I would say it's best to be in a group that supports you. It's like my dad would always say, you end up like the people you hang around with. So if you hang around with people who are going to, you know, be good to the community, you know, respect one another, you know, focus on their education, you're also going to excel in that. You're going to respect your elders, you're going to focus on your education, because that's the people you hang around with. So if everyone does the same thing, everyone's going to follow the same thing, because that's what works now. It's like a trend. If you do something, someone else is going to do the same thing, and it's going to keep going like a domino effect. So we just need to start that chain reaction.
Your mom and dad support you in politics? They encourage you?
Yeah, so my dad would support me a lot in this, but my dad passed away recently.
Oh, so sad to hear that.
Yeah, so this is like the last big thing I talk to him about. And my mum supports me a lot.
Support me a lot.
Yeah, so I'm doing this for obviously my parents, even though my dad's not here anymore, but he would love to see me, you know, making a big change.
Definitely will be proud to see
Yes.
in this position you're doing right now.
I hope so.
Yeah. Finally, what the message would you give to the voters, which area you are a candidate of Scottish Common Party. Would you like to give some message to the community?
Yes, so my message to you would be that Scotland isn't defined by its race, its religion, or how I speak, my accent, or any of that. Scotland is defined by its people and how you present yourself, how you act to one another. So if you think, that you're like I'm worth talking to, you can come down to our manifesto launch on the 23rd of November at Destiny Church, Pollock Shaws, and I'll have a good conversation with you. You could get to know me in person, see if I'm the right person to be your candidate, and yeah, I'll be seeing you then.
Thank you, Adnan. Thank you for your coming to join.
Thank you for
today.
having me.
Today, like as a very young gentleman, Adnan Rafique, is so very active person. This is an example for our young generation. I will strongly recommend our community, our parents, definitely they should encourage their children to come in the politics. We need young generation to in the politics. Thank you very much. Inshallah, see you again some other time. Allah ne